Like previous lesson video, here we will learn to solve exponential equations which are comparable to quadratic relation, but the exponential equation, if we replace its exponent term with variable, then these kinds of equation will not directly give quadratic equation, but we need to simplify these equations to get the quadratic relation. Now let us solve some exponential equation which are comparable to quadratic equation, but to get that quadratic equation we need to expand and simplify the given equation. So this forms of exponential equation is similar to ax plus b cx plus d equals k. This forms of quadratic equation where we need to first expand and simplify to get that quadratic equation, and then we can solve that quadratic equation for x. Similar to here, we will expand and simplify and then solve for this exponential equation to find the value of x. So let us explain how we can solve these forms of equation using these two examples. Here the first equation is 2 to the power x minus 1 times 2 to the power x minus 5 equals minus 3. So here first what we will do is we will replace this exponential term using a pronumeral. So 2 to the power x, we will assume 2 to the power x by u. So we will get u minus 1 times u minus 5 equals minus 3. Here two factors multiplication is not 0 but minus 3. So we can't set each of them 0. So we need to expand and simplify to get the quadratic equation. So u times u is u square, u times minus 5 is minus 5u, minus 1 times u is minus u, minus minus plus 5 equals, or we can bring this 3 on the left hand side, it will make it plus 3 equals 0. So now if we simply simplify, this is u square, minus 5u and minus u is 6u, 5 plus 3 is 8 equals 0. So now it's a quadratic equation, quadratic trinomial equation. Now we need to factorize it. Here the coefficient is 1 and 8, so we will multiply 1 and 8, 1 times 2 times 2 times 2. Now we need to divide this number so that since this constant term is positive, so that their addition gives us 6 and we will take both of them minus. That means if we divide them 2 and 4, their addition is giving 6, and since this is minus, we will take both of them negative. That means u square minus twice u minus 4u plus 8 equals 0. Or if we take u common from here, then we will get u minus 2. If we take minus 4 common from here, we will get u minus 2 equals 0. So u minus 2, if we take this common factor, will give us u minus 4 equals 0. Therefore from here two factors multiplication is 0. So we can write now u minus 2 equals 0 or u minus 4 equals 0. Now u minus 2 equals 0, therefore u equals 2, or u is 2 to the power x. So 2 to the power x equals 2 to the power 1. 2 means 1. So 2 to the power x equals 2 to the power 1. Therefore we can get x equals 1. So this is one solution. And from here u equals 4. So u equals 4. That means u means 2 to the power x. So 2 to the power x equals 4. 4 means 2 square. So 2 to the power x equals 2 to the power 2. Therefore we will get x equals 2. So solution of these kinds of exponential equation, first we need to replace the common exponential term by a new polynomial. Then we will expand and simplify to get the quadratic trinomial. We will factorize that quadratic trinomial, and each of this factor will be set to 0 to find the polynomial value, u's value, and then we will replace this exponential term in place of this new variable and solve for x. Let us do another example of similar kind. Here 3 times 5 to the power x minus 1 is multiplied with 5 times 5 to the power x minus 3, and this is equals 28. So here the common exponential term is 5 to the power x. So we will replace this 5 to the power x with a new polynomial u. So what we will get is 3 times u, so 3u minus 1 times u minus 3, so sorry, this is u, 5 to the x is u, so u minus 3 equals 28. So now if we expand and simplify this equation, 3u times u is 3u square, 3u times minus 3 is 9u, minus 1 times u is minus u, minus 1 prime minus 3 is plus 3, and if we bring this 28 on the other side, it will become minus 28 equals 0. So now 3u square minus 9u minus u is minus 10u, plus 3 minus 28 is minus 25 equals 0. So this is similar to ax square plus bx plus c equals 0 equation. So now we need to factorize this quadratic trinomial to solve this quadratic trinomial. So 3u square coefficient is 3 times constant times 25. So we will expand it as 3 times 5 because 25 is 5 times 5, and we will keep an 1. So we need to make a 10. Since this constant term is negative, we need to divide them into two parts so that their difference become 10. So 15 and 5. 15 and 5, their difference is 10. Now we need minus 10, so we will put minus in front of 15 and plus in front of 5. Therefore 3u square minus 15u plus 5u minus 25 equals 0. Or if we take common 3u from here, 3u, so we will get u here and we will get minus 5 here, plus if we take 5 common from here, then it will be u and minus 5 equals 0. Or u minus 5 times 3u plus 5 equals 0. So this common factor 3u and plus 5. So therefore u minus 5 equals 0, or 3u plus 5 equals 0. From here we will get u equals 5, and u is 5 to the power x. So 5 to the power x equals 5 to the power 1. 5 means 5 to the power 1. So from here this to power x equals 1. And here 3u equals plus 5 equals 0. Therefore 3u equals minus 5. Therefore u equals minus 5 by 3. U is 5 to the power x. So 5 to the power x equals minus 5 by 3. 5 to the power x, it does not matter what is the value of x. Since the base is positive, this value, this 5 to the power x will always become positive. But here right hand side is negative, so this positive value can never be negative. So this equation, this relation will not give any solution, any possible solution, real solution for x. So solving this equation, we will get only one solution, that is x equals 1.